So what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, first Sunday after Easter, we're still coasting on the resurrection, on the Easter experience of the sense of new life. But we listened to sort of two endings in John's Gospel. The one where the followers were hiding behind locked doors, afraid, and Jesus appeared in their midst, breathed on them, offering them the Spirit, commissioning them with a ministry of forgiveness and healing, although recognizing that they also have the potential to do harm. We recognize that Thomas wasn't there, and Jesus came back for Thomas. And in the Thomas engagement, we recognize that Jesus still has the wounds of the crucifixion. The resurrection hasn't wiped them all away. And there's something in that for us to ponder. But we also added the second ending of John's Gospel. Something was sort of added afterwards. The story of the lads out fishing and hearing Jesus call them from the shore and telling them to throw their nets out on the other side, just like it happened the first time they met Jesus. But this is supposed to be after the crucifixion. And Peter swimming to shore and eating with Jesus, and Jesus asking him 3 times, "Do you love me?" And Peter every time affirming, "Yes, I love you. Yes, I love you," as if to make up for each of the times that he had denied Jesus. You remember that story? And then Jesus concludes by saying the same thing he said to him the first time he met him: "Follow me." So we wondered today together if perhaps the week after Easter is our moment, like Peter, our "if I knew then what I know now" moment. Peter's aware in this story with Jesus that this ministry he's called into is hard. He's been doing it for years. He has watched people that he loves die. He has failed and succeeded. He has been hurt. And Jesus even tells him that he's going to ultimately die for his faith. And then he asks Peter, "Do you love me?" And he invites him, "Follow me." And Peter says yes, and Peter follows him. And the invitation is also to us. This life of faith that we're in, although we're cruising high on Easter and the joy of that, it is not a life of glory, of contentment, of putting our feet up and saying, "There, we're done." The truth is, living faithfully as a Christian, or living faithfully as any faithful person, is hard. It hurts. People will betray you, and you will betray people. You will be called into community with people that you don't like and people who don't like you. You will do your best to love the unlovable, and there's a reason that they're called the unlovable, because it's hard. And you will fail more often than you succeed, because a faithful life following Jesus is a life where we are meant to love extravagantly, foolishly, where we're meant to take risks. Knowing that you are invited into a life of mystery where you will not be able to understand or explain everything, knowing that you may well be derided, overlooked, demeaned, or thought foolish for your faith, knowing that you will love those who may in fact hurt you, knowing that you will never get it all done in this glow after Easter, Jesus says, "Follow me." So today at Jubilee, we wondered together whether we could. And I suggested that I could. I can do all of that, knowing that sometimes I will succeed. Knowing that sometimes what I do will make a difference. Knowing that sometimes I will go to bed at night feeling so heartful and glad that I was able to be part of something mysterious, something wonderful. Knowing that every now and again I will be the right person in the right place at the right time. Knowing those moments, and knowing the moments of Easter and communion, knowing that I get those moments too, I can follow. But I know it's not going to be easy. So I'm sorry you weren't with us this week. We had great music. We had lots of people. It was good to be in community. But I invite you to consider that question as your faith asks you, as Jesus asks you, as whatever it is that compels you. Will you live faithfully? Will you care for those who don't care that you care? Will you love the unlovable? Will you risk? Will you hurt? Will you fail and occasionally succeed? It's up to you to consider. It's up to you to answer. But whatever your answer is, I hope that you'll keep checking in with us, and I hope that we get to see you here at Jubilee soon. Until we do, God bless.